The countdown is on to the Yukon Quest. The sled dog race begins in less than 2 weeks. After 4 decades, the race will look radically different this year. Cheryl Kawaja has more on the preparation.
Every day I start like this, but I try to have it clear by the end of the day because there's just...
At the Yukon Quest office in Whitehorse, volunteer Ann Taylor is essentially unpaid staff.
Every day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6, and been doing that since beginning of July. So the reality is we don't have enough money to have 2 staff, which we really need. Farrell over to Ross.
There are a lot of new elements this year. A new trail, new communities.
From 92 on, I've been involved, and so I've been out there when it's 56 below. I've been out there when they're stranded on Eagle Summit. I just felt that I had the familiarity with the race and the history of the race and wanted to do what I could to make sure it survives.
The original race went from Whitehorse to Fairbanks, Alaska, rotating direction each year. A few years ago, disagreements between race officials on both sides of the border put an end to the 1,000-mile race across the international line. And with an ever-changing climate, the trail between Whitehorse and Dawson is no longer reliable. So now, the quest will be 450 miles, starting in Teslin, February 2nd, going up the Kennel Road to Ross River and on to Faro before returning to Teslin. Musher Connor McMahon is excited to get out there with his lead dogs Mama Mako and Wolfman Grotto.
Yeah, it's the first time on a new trail, so we gotta kind of take it easy, and we're like guinea pig running it, I guess, here.
Some of the race rules will also be different. The mushers will have new data loggers tracking their rest stops.
The feedback from the mushers is that they wanted to be able to choose more where they were able to do their rest and not have mandatory rest in certain places, which they will have to do because of their vet checks, but they have more freedom with these data loggers to pick where on the trail they want to rest.
Yeah, I think they're like ducks, right? You know, calm on the surface, but there's a whole lot going on behind the scenes that they're trying to wrap up and get done, and there's a lot of moving parts that goes into a longer race like this.
In an era when some other big sled dog races are postponed or canceled because of lack of snow, McMahon is glad to still get out on the Yukon Quest, even if it looks very different this time around. Cheryl Kawaja, CBC News, Whitehorse.